Hello and welcome. You ever have those days where you feel totally in sync with the universe, and others where it's a complete struggle? Well, today we're going to dive into the secret rhythm that might just be pulling the strings behind the scenes. We're going to decode an ancient system that could explain the hidden patterns that make or break your day. Let's get right into it.
I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Some days, everything just clicks. The lights are all green, you find a $10 bill on the street. It's just effortless. And then there are those other days where even making toast feels like a monumental challenge. You might think it's just random luck, but what if there's a cosmic pattern to it all? Well, the answer to that whole mystery could be hiding in an ancient Vedic system called Thaarai. It's this really fascinating tool that basically acts like a personalized cosmic guide for your day-to-day life.
All right, so here's the game plan for today. We're going to uncover the secret of your day, break down what Thaarai actually is, go through the 9 different types, I'll show you how to calculate it for yourself, and most importantly, how you can actually use this stuff in your real life.
So let's start by unlocking this cosmic code. What in the world is Thaarai? Okay, so in a nutshell, Thaarai is a system that maps out the relationship between your birth star, that's your Janma Nakshatra, and whatever star is active on any given day. And that relationship, that connection, reveals the kind of energy or influence that day holds specifically for you. You can kind of think of it like a personalized daily cosmic weather forecast. And that brings us to the 9 types of Thaarai. And yeah, sticking with that idea, think of these 9 types as your astrological weather report. Is it going to be sunny and bright, a little stormy, or maybe just a bit cloudy? So here they are, the 9 core energies. You've got Janma, which is all about self-reflection. Great day to just think and be with yourself. Sampathu, that's your wealth and fortune day. Maybe a good time to buy that lottery ticket. Vipathu warns you about obstacles, so you might want to lay low. Then there's Kshema, for comfort and well-being, perfect for some self-care. Prachuk is about doing things for others. Sadaka is your big day for success and achievement. Go for it. Vadhai can bring some distress, so just be gentle with yourself. And finally, Maitra and Adimitra are all about friendship and support, awesome days to connect with people. Each one has its own unique vibe, and knowing which one is active can be a total game changer. And to make it even simpler, you can basically group them into 2 camps. On one side, you have your beneficial or your green light days. Sampathu, Kshema, Sadaka, Maitra, and Adimitra. These are the days to take action. On the other side, you've got the more challenging ones, Vipathu, Vadai, and Pratyak. Now, Pratyak is an interesting one because it's when your actions really help others, but you might not see any personal gain from it, which, can be its own kind of challenge.
Okay, so this is all great, but how do you actually figure out which Thar you're in today? Let's get into it. And trust me, this simple guide for planning your day is way easier than you might think. It's really just 4 simple steps. First, you've got to know your own birth star. Second, find out the star for today. You can find that in any Vedic calendar or app. Third, you count. You start at your birth star and count all the way to the day star, and this is important. You have to include both of them in the count. And fourth, whatever number you land on, you just match it to one of the 9 Thaarai types we just went over. That's it.
Now, to do that counting, you obviously need to know the order of the 27 nakshatras, or stars. We'll pop the list up here on the screen for you, but you can find this anywhere online. It goes from Ashwini all the way to Revati. So you just find your birth star on the list, that's number 1, and you count forward from there. Now, here is a really cool part. You don't just get one good day a month. This whole cycle of 9 repeats itself. So for example, that Sampathu Thaarai, the one for wealth, that's the 2nd star from yours. But it's also the 11th star and the 20th, which means you have multiple shots at good fortune all throughout the month. Pretty great, right?
But in this whole cycle, there is one number, one specific number you absolutely need to circle in red, and that number is 22.
Okay, so this is super important. The 22nd star from your birth star has a special name, the Vainasika Nakshatra. And Vainasikam literally translates to something like total destruction or ruin. The ancient texts are crystal clear about this one. This is a day that everyone should avoid for anything important. Think of it as a giant cosmic red flag.
All right, so now that we know what Thaarai is and how to find it, let's get down to the practical stuff. How do we take this ancient wisdom and actually put it into action in our modern lives?
This is where it all comes together. You align your actions with the day's energy. So on a Sadhaga day, that's the 6th, 15th, or 24th star from yours, that's your day to launch that business or apply for that job. On a Sampathu day,
perfect for financial moves, investments, or just expecting some good news. Looking to buy a car or a house? Try to do it on a Kshema day. Now, on the flip side, on a challenging Vipathu or Vadhai day, it's probably best to just chill. Maybe postpone that big meeting, avoid arguments. And on your own birth star, your Janma Thaarai, the focus is inward. It's a day for self-reflection, not for big external events.
I know, counting stars might seem like a bit much for your busy schedule. So to make this super easy for you, we've gone ahead and pinned a link to a Thaarai calculator right in the comments below. No more manual counting, you can get your daily insights in just a click. So I'll leave you with this question. You now have the key to understanding the unique rhythm of your own days. So what are you going to do with it? What big dream, what project, what ambition will you finally unlock on your next day of success? Your next Nakshatra Thaarai.
Hey, if you found this little guide to your daily cosmic rhythm helpful, do us a huge favor and hit that like, follow, and subscribe button for more deep dives just like this one. And please share this with your friends and family, anyone you think would love to unlock the secret rhythm of their day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me.